If you're having bridge problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems building a bridge, ain't one. Hit me. 99 problems building a bridge ain't one. If you're having bridge problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems building a bridge ain't one. And the year's 89 and I've just been born. All them architects have just been warned. I've got two choices, yeah. Extinct them all or start a YouTube channel, engineering at the core. Now I ain't trying to say that all architects suck, but the majority do, so it can't be luck. So then, Paddy walks in and he says to me, Dad, do you know what I'm stopping you for? Wow, Paddy to the rescue, stopping that cringe fest. Anyway, hello fellow engineers and welcome back to Poly Bridge 2. And yeah, I like to call that intro brap, which is basically bridge rap. Brap. Brap. So yeah, brap in the comments section if you hated that. Don't worry, I'll never do it again, I promise. Anyway, we're over halfway through the secret worlds. We're in 80s Funland. We're doing 454, the drop bridge. So for this one, the boat goes first, and then there's a hydraulic phase, and then the bus goes across. So essentially, we've got to drop a bridge down. I mean, alternatively, I don't get why. Can I not just do a drawbridge? A drawbridge sounds easier. Yeah, I guess because the number of road pieces, it doesn't put a node in the middle, so it would be a lopsided. But then actually, maybe I could do like quite a long draw. Oh man, I'm getting ideas. I'm getting ideas. I feel like I might know how to do this. So first off, we'll do that over there. I don't know if that's going to be strong enough, but that's going to be a joint. So that will disconnect. And then we're just going to draw a bridge like this side up. So I just need to do a truss over like that, giving us that. I don't actually think that's going to be strong enough, if I'm honest. Yeah, but then I just need a hydraulic to get this out the way. Now, what I'm thinking, I probably want to go from like over here. So I tell you what, actually, maybe if I move this to an under truss, if I just shove it down there, then I could hydraulic from that point. And if I do like a rope like that, and then expand this, then that should get out the... Oh, the boat goes first, Matt, you knob. The boat goes first. Which is fine, because all we got to do, we've just got to take this, cut it, and then we just rotate it out the way, right? So if we say, right, start up there, Mr. Bridge. And again, I put the truss back on the top just so it's out the way of the bridge. So we've just got to lower that down. I feel like it's going to be easier said than done. I'm going to try and do the hydraulic. Yeah, I feel like I might need a hydraulic muscle for this. That's a lot of hydraulics though. But still, I'd rather start with something that works and then try and trim the price down later. So this middle piece, I want that to expand, I think. Everything else contract. So let's see how that works. So you can see it's definitely out the way. Boat goes straight past. And then we'll see what this does. So it lowers it down a tiny bit too low, in my opinion. And of the opinion of the precariously hanging bus now. What if I were to just do a single hydraulic? And then perhaps I can just hold it in place like that. Oh, it breaks. Okay, what if we put steel there? Because steel in this game is good in compression. So that should be stronger. And basically all the weight is coming down here and it's crushing that piece. Yeah, it seems to be working. So how low does a single hydraulic bring it down? Way too low. Blooming hell. So is it cheaper to keep it as it is, 9,562, and just fiddle about with that? Or is it cheaper to move that? Oh, it's cheaper to move that by far. So hydraulics, more expensive than steel. But yeah, I think we just need to use some hardcore mathematic equations. So I think I'm pretty close now. Let's have a look. So it slows down. Oh, it's locked in. Is it strong enough to take the bus? I think it should be. Oh, no, it isn't. Oh, they had me in the first half. Okay, so annoyingly, that piece broke. Oh, that is annoying. I tell you what, I could just put steel there for now. So I think that's a guarantee win. Annoyingly, we are just over 10 grand budget. 5 figures. But I'm pretty sure we can get under that. I think first port of call, we swap that with a muscle. Now, a muscle, as we've seen many times before, is just that, essentially. Because all this does, rather than having a single piece of wood, like, through the middle, it basically just puts all that force that was coming down through, like, 2 beams rather than 1. So that's a lot cheaper. Look, we've nearly saved 100 quid there. I can then do the same with this one. So that's that in place. Bring them nice and close. And then if we watch this with the stress on, we can see how red different parts go. So I'm just looking to see if this Oh, it goes very red, actually. I was thinking I could perhaps make those smaller. I could probably bring that one down. Just get under 9,800. And we'll see. It goes red. We're good, though. We're good. I think we'll leave it as that. 9,797. Let's have a look how we got on in the gallery. Oh, so we're just shy of the first page. Second page. Yeah, we're like one of the top ones on the second page. I mean, technically, we're on the second row. I take that as a win, though. I still take that as a win. Although, what the... How's that one cheaper than mine? That's like a normal truss and a massive long bit of... What? Oh, I'm so bad at hydraulics. Anyway, the cheapest one is this. Oh, okay. Cheesing. The cheapest non-cheese one is this. So it's basically what I did, but trying to use as little hydraulic and structural support as possible. I'm surprised that even was strong enough, to be honest. I had to use like muscles and steel and stuff. This one's quite cool. We got like a sort of a pre-arched bridge going on. It means the bridge doesn't have to move as much, so the hydraulics are nice and small. Look how small that is. And yeah, considering most of these sort of look like a strong shape anyway, I think we're going to go to the last page. And yep, I thought so. I thought that might be the case. I really, really did. Why is it moving so slow? To be honest, that sort of looks like a scorpion now, like with little legs dangling. This one we've got, is that a bear? It looked like a bear. Right, this one, they did actually drop a bridge. So this is the only person that did this level legitimately with a drop bridge. Good job. We've then got this one here, which they have used the mythical hydraulic muscle as well. Very expensive though. On this page, oh boy, there's a lot of those. So we got that one, which says get it. Oh, just get it. Now, we've then got this one with an underwater counterweight. Love to see that in my designs. This one, which is a bit right angle-ish, a bit rectangular. This one, there's dogs with licky tongues. Look at them. Oh, I love dogs. Thinking of architects. Oh, it's another one. It's from Nifty. Remember, guys, Nifty is the only drink that's endorsed by engineering itself. Use code engineer for 5% off. No problem. This one's called. Why is that? Oh, the whole thing moves. I don't like that, like, the underside is red. That makes me feel like it's sore. Right, so this one, we got double crane. It's not the drop bridge. It's the drop dong. Lowered into place nicely though. Very nice. What is going on there? There's a load of stuff underwater. I can see some strong engineering principles on the right. What is that? Oh, okay. It's got two testicles. I mean, two counterweights underneath the water. Yep. This one says RCE, and there's 4 very strong pillars either side. This one, we're just getting a close-up of the counterweight, which you can see is very, very efficiently shaped. However, I feel like it might be dangling sort of in the wrong location, if you understand what I mean. Because in a second, I feel like, yep, it's going to get splattered by the front of a boat. Now, what is that? That's not a... Oh, look. RCE. Cheers, mate. Right, and then we got the touching tip solution. 2 very slow rollers as well. There were just a couple I did want to check out. Like, what the frig is going on with that? Whoa. That's really cool. Fair play. And then this one, does that, like, flatten into, like, a straight flat? Or does it do both? Does it come down and flatten out? Whoa. Oh, that's really cool. I like that. And then finally this one, not because my name's on it. I just wanted to see like what these... What? How? Oh, I don't understand how people can do this. Anyway, we're on to the next level, the low budget overpass, 555. So for this one, the boat and the bus move at the same time. So we need to build a bridge over. And if you look, we've only got road and wood to do this with. So I guess the question is, what's the best way of doing this? I presume some sort of arch. Yeah, and I'm sort of tempted for this one to challenge myself. Can I build this out of just road? I don't need wood. We're doing this with road. Now, the trouble with building just in road compared to wood is a length of road actually weighs per length, whereas a length of wood, the length of it doesn't matter. So basically these 2 bits of wood in the game, they weigh identical amounts no matter how long they are. So that very short piece. However, if they were made out of road, then logic does take effect. The top one weighs more than the bottom one because the length is also taken into account. So that does mean whatever I build here is gonna have to be a bit stronger than if I were to build it just out of wood. But still, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to sort of do like a stone arch bridge. So I guess we need a bridge building montage. So here it goes.
Trust me, I'm an engineer. I turned a bridge into a plane. Trust me, I'm an engineer. Building this gave me a huge migraine. Trust me, I'm an engineer with an epic dog that has no fear. Trust me, I'm an engineer. I literally have no...
Right, so after a hell of a montage, we've come up with this. So we've got normal road as well as reinforced road. The reinforced road, I think it was required. I don't think this is going to hold the bus. Oh, man. Yeah, but essentially, the aim is to take all this weight and sort of guide it down into these side walls. So we've got loads and loads of wall braces there. It's just a case of, is this actually going to be possible? I thought it would be, but the more I'm doing this, the more I actually don't think it is. I'm going to attempt to make these triangles bigger because that should make them stronger. So if I just bring these down, then perhaps that will be enough. And again, we've got to keep this symmetrical, so I'm deleting that side and then copying this side to it. I don't think this is going to work though. No, because now it doesn't even hold itself. Because the trouble is, the bigger you make the triangles, the more road you're using, and therefore the more weight this has got to take. The only other thing I can do is if I make that more quadrilateral, so at this point it's in the middle of that, that should make that node stronger as well. Yeah, so this is as close as I get. You can see the amount of weight in the middle, basically just because that's all being compressed. Now, in an ideal world where we're not using road, we could literally just you could reinforce that with a truss. I mean, if I do that, you can see as this drives over now, the stress, it still goes high, but we break somewhere else now. We break down there from the weight of these extra nodes. Trouble is, you can't do that with just road. I wonder, could I try and do it? I can't see it helping if I'm honest, but it does actually look a bit better. It's just whether it can get up there because it's steeper. Nope, it died instantly. Yeah, so whilst we have fixed that by doing road, you can see down here, there's too much weight. This road is being pulled apart from the tension. I mean, perhaps I could swap that with a muscle, a reinforced road muscle. No, definitely not. I mean, to be honest, even going back to the wooden supports, yeah, it was a bad idea. Fine. All right, so I'm trying to truss this with wood. I was meant to have 99 problems, but building a bridge wasn't one. It's harder than it looks, this bridge building malarkey. Anyway, I think we finally made it to the top now. It still dies, but I think that's just because I didn't copy that to the other side. So we'll make the bridge symmetrical, and that could be it. It's not pretty, but it doesn't work. Man, we are having to reinforce this road as well. This is not an easy level. All right, so if we turn the stress on now, you can see there's a few dodgy bits, but the main thing is when it comes over here, it's bouncing a bit. So we need to try and smooth this off best we can. Yeah, if we watch this in slow motion, you can see it bouncing like it's flashing red at us, but I didn't make it. So you pinged, did you? I think all we got to do, we'll just replace you with a muscle to make you nice and strong. And then that has done it. Oh, that was brutal. We're only just under budget, right? There's got to be a better way to do this. Now, we've got a lot of under trussage going on. So what I'm thinking first off, do I need all of it? Can I go back to there, where the overlap is? Because that still holds. And it's going to weigh a lot less. The trouble is, not going to be as strong. But if I just neaten up these triangles, make them a bit more equilateral, a bit bigger, because they are taking more weight now. These aren't additional truss. This is the main truss now. So if we try that, shove the beam along the top, is that any better? So we've shaved a lot of money down. Oh, it's going. It is going. Oh! Again, the bounce got us. It was the bounce. I'll tell you what, actually, I'm thinking, shall I just try an overarch? This could be a level where doing something like that, then literally just doing a bog standard truss over the top. I've completely removed the under supports, trying to fully make use of the arch shape. So we'll copy that to this side. It'll probably fail, but then we can start adding the under supports if we need them. First thing though, bus actually struggling to get onto the bridge, but now it is on. So if we add a support underneath, what we've essentially done is made the span smaller. All right, so we got to this point. It's sort of similar to what I had before. We've got the main over truss, and then I've added the supports underneath. You can see down here, this piece of road is being crushed. Now what I can do, I can basically, if I were to try and take the force down that way, you can see I can't reach with one bit of wood. I can shove that there, and then I've just got to attach it like that. That should help take the weight from the bridge down here as it starts crushing these bits of road. Basically, I've added that piece and that piece. So as the force comes down here, rather than going all through that road, it should come round and then back up there to the node and back down there to that wall support. So let's see, as this progresses, progresses, has that made this piece stronger? I feel like it's not going as red. Ooh, we've made it. We've made it. No, we haven't made it. Oh, what died? What died? Okay, so that bit died. I am thinking, can I just copy like what I did there? Is that going to fix something further up? It might do, or it might have been the bounce that ruined this. So is it bouncing? Yeah-ish. Bouncing a little bit. So if I want to reinforce that, I think I just got to make these under trusses a little bit stronger. Because basically, if the bottom's taking more force out the road, then the top one's doing a little bit less work. Yep, and look at that. We've made it to the finish. Finally, 30,780 quid. Let's see how he placed. I don't think it's going to be good. Are you actually kidding me? What? Someone did it with just a normal truss. No supports at all. It looks like, because that's struggling to get up, maybe they just did a steeper arch. Because with arches, the steeper they are, the more force it can withstand. Up to a certain point. Maybe mine was a bit too flat. This is actually the cheapest one. You can see there's a very small amount of under support, but basically my design. So I was on to the right thing. I just did it a little bit wrong, as usual. Anyway, with my one, we're just about in the top half. I think we would be first on the third page. So I guess I'll take that. Anyway, we got this one, which is a bit of a chode. I'm not sure that's intentional aesthetically, but it is quite cool. As you can see, it's using tension supports under there. So these muscles are sort of held in place with these wooden ropes. We've got we got that one. Oh, RCE. Like, how are you adding like stuff like that to this and not failing? I mean, I guess you did spend 70 grand on yours. It's quite nice to see we haven't actually infected these leaderboards too much. Maybe because this is a legitimately hard level. Did anyone do this in all road like I tried to? No, it doesn't look like it. Maybe it's just impossible. Maybe not. Let's have a look at these replays. This guy's gone mental with the truss. No grid required. Love to see lack of grid building. That is true engineering. This one, RCE. And then what is that meant to be? I don't know if that's just abstract or what it is. Anyway, this one we've got, I think we can tell what they are. Thank you for that, mate. This one, is this the dog? Yeah, Damo and Jimmy dog. So they always seem to put dogs in them. I love the wagging tails as well. Now that one, that we've got wagging something else in this. And then no damage done. Oh, look at this. It's two little people. And are they engineers? Yeah, they got like little hard hats and they're holding like an arch bridge and a truss. That's so cool. And the guy on the right gets millered as well. Anyway, next level is called, oh my goodness, shipping canal. So basically the first lorry goes, then hydraulics, then all four boats go, and then same happens again. So this is a long ass level. I feel like the intended solution is probably do a straight bridge with like loads of drawbridges. However, can I arch this? I can see I've only got 18 bits of road, so maybe it won't be possible. But if I were to do like that, can we reach with road? We get to there. Not ideal. I am wondering though, is there a bit of leeway? Oh no, I think they're at max length. Okay, well potentially could we end up like up there-ish and then just drop on. So how far does 18 roads get us going like that? Oh yeah, look at that. That's how you do it. That is how you do this level, I think. And we got 160 grand. I tell you what, I could try and go cheap, or I could try and have fun. I can see we got supports back here. I reckon first things first, let's just truss this up. Nice and simply. So we got that. Then we can just muscle that. I assume that will fail instantly because that is a long span. Yeah, but what I'm sort of thinking, if I were to like put a point somewhere up there, then perhaps I could do like a bit of cable stayage. So if I just rope like over to the middle somewhere, then perhaps I could add loads of them. Oh man, that cable snapped. Okay, we might need cable muscles. This is going to be pretty intense. Right, okay, so that one's good. That one broke because it's the same thing. So we just replaced that with 2 bits of rope with a little bit of wood in the middle. So that's essentially a rope muscle now, which means it's twice as strong as it was. And now they're not breaking. We're just trying to support more of the bridge. So if I just go, I tell you what, I'm thinking, can I do a suspension bridge? Like, you don't really see suspension bridges in this game at all. So if I were to just dangle a cable underneath like that, then I can just do straight up to all of those. Man, I feel like with this budget, there's going to be some like proper creative solutions. But yeah, if we just link all of these together, then the theory here is the bridge will dangle from the cable. Oh wow, it dies instantly. Oh, I tell you what, actually, I'm thinking, should I get rid of the trusses? Yeah, so if I just dangle straight from the road vertically like that. So does that work? Oh, no, we got to break. Okay, so that's breaking. I wonder, can I... Yeah, if I just make those muscles a bit wider, Then all that holds, but we've got a break up there now. I might remove that actually. And basically, if any of this rope breaks, we just swap it with a rope muscle, because annoyingly I don't actually have cable in this one, so that's the only way to make cable stronger. And it might be we have to do like cable muscles throughout the entire thing of this, yeah, because the next one's just popped. So can I just copy that? Okay, so that side's good. Now we got this side, same problem. So we just keep putting cable muscles in until this thing works. And at this point, I think that means replace all of these with cable muscles. So delete all of those, copy all of these in. All right, and then we got another break up here. So can I replace that with a cable muscle? We've got like cable muscleception going on. All right, I think I'm starting to realize why people don't use suspension bridges in this game very often. Because I am muscling the hell out of these ropes, and it's not getting very far, if I'm honest. Again, starting to think that song at the start sort of put me in a bad, made me look stupid for more than one reason. But I mean, technically, this should work at some point, right? If I just keep adding cables, it's gonna keep getting stronger. Surely. Right, this is an utter mess of an absolute mess. I'm gonna have to delete that and try and do it again. Essentially, we started with one cable, but that broke. So I want to do a muscle to each one of those like that. So then we play that. That still breaks. So I can either muscle that up, or I can just keep adding muscles. So I think like if I muscle to there and then muscle to there, then I just got to put this in the middle a bit. All right, so that's neater, and it should be stronger. Yeah, it is. Oh, it actually is. So what broke that time? Oh, both my sides are fine now, are they? Oh no, don't say they're breaking now. Okay, that one's an easy fix. We can just triple rope muscle that up. All right, so then this top thing's breaking. If I just delete all of that, can I just copy, flip that, shove it there? Although it's still breaking. Maybe not then. I got 99 problems building a bridge ain't one. What an idiot. What an idiot I am. All right, to be fair though, I'm still quite under budget. I mean, I might not be when I'm done, but for now, under budget. Definitely under budget. All right, so rope is now fine. Unfortunately, the steel keeps breaking. Oh my goodness. I'll triple muscle that. Yes, I'm putting wood in the middle because I am trying to conserve budget, despite that mess of rope. All right, okay, we're good. We're back to the rope breaking up the top. Oh, why am I doing it? We're running out of budget massively. All right, unfortunately, I think the suspension dream is over. We're over budget, and it just keeps dying. Like, look at this thing. I mean, unless I just go, let's just ignore everything about the budget. If I just connect literally everything to everything, nothing can fail, right? That's how engineering works, right? Yeah, so honestly, despite splurging my budget on these cables, it's just not possible. I don't think it's possible at all. So anyway, let's just go back to an original idea, which was just trussing this up. Oh, it's so much simpler. Well, actually, I've just realized we do have rope. Probably should have realized that from the rope that I was doing. All right, so then we end up with this. So we've got this like sort of under tension thing. I've got 3 steel muscles, which are pretty pricey, and we still break. But you can see what's breaking is that rope. So if we just, I mean, I could just probably go between all of those to make that twice as strong, and that's 80 grand. So it's half our budget. Ooh, have we done it? We may have done it. Okay, so that's got to the end perfectly. Then all the boats go. Okay, there was a little collision with our ropes. Does that mean we don't need those ropes? Or is it just going to fail when this goes on now? Yeah, figured so. I completely forgot about the boats. Okay, so we'll delete those. And what we could do instead then is just, if we just do like a little block of wood under all of these, then that should be a nice way to double up all the rope, which I think we need to do. And it doesn't get in the way of the boats. We're slightly more expensive doing it this way because the rope is longer, obviously. But that got to the end fine. So I'll tell you what, do I actually need these under supports? I might not with my new truss system. We'll just watch with the stress on. Okay, apparently we do. This last one, I've just removed everything bar the muscle, and that still gets to the end fine. Okay, so I guess now this is, we've just completed it, right? 76 grand. I could probably make this way cheaper. If I turn the stress on, I can probably replace all the road with normal road. You see I'm using reinforced there. I may as well do that. Let's just check he does actually hit the flag. Yeah, he does. Okay, so time to make this thing a bit cheaper. So you got normal road rather than reinforced road. You got thinner muscles. I could make these wood, but honestly, can't be asked. Spent so long on the bloody suspension bridge. And to be honest, could probably lower all of these. So we're just not touching that boat. All right, so I've got to this point, 66 grand. What I'm also thinking, could I get rid of this middle point completely? Put the rope over to there. So that's 57 grand. Then I just need to make this span stronger, probably. Because if we play that, yeah, it fails. All right, so now if I just add like extra truss above that middle section, you see all that's breaking is the actual road. I think the truss is fine. He says as the truss breaks, then we've sort of achieved the same thing, but for 3 grand less. So I reckon we'll take that as a win. And let's see how we got on. So we're looking for 63 grand. We're not on the first page. I didn't really expect to be. Oh, we're definitely in the second page, and there's 10 pages. So all in all, I say success, despite spending like an hour on that suspension bridge. Now we'll have a quick look at the cheapest solution and see it's absolute cheese. The first legit one is this. So just use an under-over arch there. Fair play. Very nice. And then we got a few that do the suspension like I did. Just way cheaper because they use trusses for the whole thing. But I sort of want to have a look. See if anyone managed suspension. I mean, they sort of did with like a huge arch. But I'm after like a suspension cable bridge. Oh, and you are actually joking me. What? Someone did a suspension bridge, but they did an RCE-ified one. That's not fair. Why am I so bad at this game? Yeah, there's also a drawbridge as well. What? What the frick? Oh, come on, man. Anyway, this one we've got, ooh, a lovely RCE bridge. We've then got this one, which makes use of very strong counterweights and efficient stuff. This one, which had no architects involved, so that's probably going to work absolutely perfectly. And it's sponsored by Nifty. Get your Nifty now. Oh, this is Damo and Jimmy Dog. Check that out. Look how detailed the dogs are. Fair play. I'd love to see Paddy involved in these, by the way, if you want to add a hard hat. Just saying. Just saying. We've then got an RCE arch. Oh, RCE, we miss Paddy. Oh, well, I just told Damo and Jimmy Dog get Paddy involved. So hopefully Paddy will be... Sod it. Here's a little Paddy clip for you. All right, so this one, we've got some very, very efficient engineering and some balling things, which probably engineering as well. This one looks like there's a man in the middle being stretched. Like, maybe he's an architect. This one's quite cool because we got RC up there. Then as it goes into the water, it turns into a fish. Very clever. We've got RC Nobby. Fair play, with an RCE necklace coming to the merch store soon, probably. And then we will end on peace, love, and RCE new sub. Big fan. Bye, guys.